Hey there, folks. Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Sorry. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's around very sunny and warm, so I kind of got confused. So I'm not going to stop the video. Recovering from some sickness yesterday, I felt sick again, very bad. I think I went for a restaurant. The steak was not good. So anyway, bad things continue to happen, but then hopefully sometimes I'll recover from it with all your prayers and love. So today I am doing 2 episodes. This episode particularly I will do 2 perfumes, and I apologize in the beginning because you may hear me not speaking very clearly because I bit my tongue yesterday, this side, so it's kind of like I have to talk with that. Some of you may say, why you have to work every day? I do because this is my major work in YouTube, is my work, so I try to put content, push more content. It helps me, perhaps it helps the community as well. So I have 2 Ajmal perfumes, and these are samples gifted to me by my dear brother. He is actually not owner, he is in charge of MMC Luxury Perfumes, and I think he gifted me quite a lot of samples, to be honest, and I want to finish them all. I took a challenge, and so Brother Iskandar, he is an advocate by profession. If you contact their page, they are based in Chittagong. Ajmal and Afnan, they are authorized distributors in Bangladesh, so you can purchase any Ajmal and Afnan at the best prices. So just give them a knock. I'll leave a link below of their page. Thank you so much, MMC, for sending me these samples. Okay, I actually got this while I did my first purchase on the first day of Fragrance Expo. So I don't know which way to start. Let's start with this one, Ajmal Blu, and I'm doing this in the same video, so I save some time. Okay, I don't want to put too many videos today. So this one is official sample of 1.5 ml, I think, yes, and this is made in UAE. Bottles are very beautiful. I'll put pictures next to each other. I held the bottle, very beautiful bottle. They have this fragrance, Kuro, some of the other ones in the same thin bottle, look like Xenia's Womo bottles, okay? And this is how the bottle looks. I think the bottle look more blue than this. Okay, the sample is there. They mentioned the notes. I sprayed this on the paper. I tested this before, and I tested this at least 3 to 4 days. So I'll tell you, based on the sample, what I got from it, okay? So thankfully, these are sprayable samples. These are something very good, because sometimes when the depth sample comes, I don't really think that's very usable or very helpful, because depth samples, if oud, it's okay, but designer fragrances need to be sprayed to be getting the best outcome, okay, to get the best outcome. So I have it on the paper, on the card itself, so it's easy to remember. Let's spray this once again. Okay, I did like a couple of sprays there, and I'll tell you, this fragrance, when I smelled for the first time, I felt very familiar smell, but I could not tell what it was. Okay, the reason being, the fragrance has familiar vibes, at the same time it has some sort of something different, unique about it. Okay, so in general, obviously if you cannot think of anything, you go to Fragrantic, and I went there and then people compared this with Mont Blanc Legend or something like Fierce by Abercrombie. So I would say yes, this one is in that same vein. I was like, oh, okay, but there's a twist. Okay, I'll tell you. So the smell is really nice. The opening, they have fresh aquatics, then heart is floral, base is woody, musky, and ambery. So according to Fragrantic, I think the opening they mentioned something like watermelon, and it reminds me a little bit of MMC Imperial. I think that's why it feels familiar, like Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, and then Mont Blanc Legend. Imagine those had an MMC Imperial sort of vibe in the opening, kind of like a mouth-watering citrus. There's some florals like lotus, and then aquatics. It's a very beautiful, like oceanic wave, okay, like this blue color. So definitely you feel that vibe. But the florals, this could be a deal breaker for some of you, because some of you may feel, this is not my familiar territory. It's making me a little bit insecure, because this one has that Arabian sort of a touch with that fierce DNA. In that way, I would say I was surprised. I was very happy, but then I was feeling also like, this fragrance may feel a little bit unisex or not feminine. Let's say women would love to wear this on them, and it will smell actually pretty on them with their long wavy hair. For summer, this is a very beautiful fragrance. Overall longevity from this, I got, not to say with the summer, like this small sprayers and small samples, I expect heavy performance, but whatever I got, 4 to 5 decent hours. So it was not very loud projector, but it's definitely subpar with Mont Blanc Legend and Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. So it will push the same way the Legend. I don't have the Fierce, because Fierce I never bought, but I have the Legend and the whole line of flankers. So Legend has that nice sort of lavender, I think, got some green apples. I don't know what else it has, like pineapple and stuff. This one has watermelon. So I would say when I smell it's fresh, a little bit of a twist. Perhaps there's a cardamom in there, I'm not quite sure, but there's something green in there. So green, watery, fruity, blue, it's that sort of mix. So the florals in this, I might say it feels like lotus. I'm telling you, like cool water for women. I got the similar sort of florals and fresh vibe, and I also getting it from here. So it can be considered as unisex perfume for all I know, and there's also one for women. You can give it a try. So the blue one, I really like it, but I think it's a try before you buy. It's not a blind buy worthy perfume. Some people may say the Legend was much more masculine. Yes, that one for sure, that has that vibe. This one is that, it's like a more, a little bit challenging in a way. When I smell it, like you may feel the tropical vibe from this bit more. So some people really like it. I saw mixed reviews. Some people really, really love it. They say my wife loves it. My other friends and colleagues commented, you may get compliments, but you have to be brave enough to put this on and try something new. This is a little bit different from outside your comfort zone. Even this is a blue perfume, it has some creativity. So the fruity florals, try before you buy. Get a sample like this. I think MMC sells these samples for a very agreeable price tag, or even if you purchase a perfume, perhaps if they give a free sample, maybe ask for it. Okay, so Ajmal Blu for men. This fragrance, I would say it's a solid perfume with a good longevity. Prices on these in Bangladesh, I think it's $30 something. I'm not sure, but these are not the most expensive line. So you get a very beautiful bottle too. Overall, this perfume, I'll give it like a 7.5. Okay, it's not something I feel I'm gonna run and buy right now. I have a lot of like aquatic blue perfumes with that hint of florals, but this one I think try before you buy. Ajmal Blu, 7.5 out of 10. So now time for the second one. Second fragrance actually is better. It gets better, and this is definitely in foreign countries very affordable. People say this is cheap. Now I would not say exactly cheap. In Bangladesh, it's not very cheap. This is called Silver Shade. I always wanted to review this because this fragrance has a very beautiful bottle. Sadly, I don't have the bottle, and I will not buy this bottle for a reason. I'll tell you. So if you know this fragrance, okay, before I start the review, if you know this perfume, Creed's Silver Mountain Water. This is #1 top seller of Creed perfume. For those who are shocked, this is fact. I think I saw 3-4 years back or more years back the Creed boutique. The boss was there. He was in New York. He was saying, or the sale rep, I'm not quite sure. He said this is their top seller, not Aventus. Okay. So you can understand the love for this perfume. It has something like a tea note, black currant, and then some cooling metallic vibes, florals, very different kind of fragrance. And I'll tell you one thing, I did not understand this fragrance at first. I did not like it. I did get the clones before it, like Rasa Zianteba or something like Always Someday or Al Rehab Silver. I tried many clones of it. I like those better. Those are more playful, more fruity, floral, or something like, champagne accord. Those are fancy, but this, you really have to dig your nose and try. This is one of the most challenging perfumes from Creed for me, but ultimately I committed to a bottle. I was really lucky to buy this 120 ml. So nowadays you cannot find those vintages anymore. So now Silver Shade from Ajmal. This is how the sample looks. Reminds me a little of Victor and Ross Spice Bomb kind of packaging, but I'm not saying this is a clone of that or anything, or they're inspired by that. Give me a second. Yeah, the cold continues. I'm still like, I have 3 more medication to go. Hopefully after that my system will clear, and also that I bit my tongue. It's not really doing me any favors. So this one I think is 1.5 ml sample, just like other Ajmals. This EDP concentration. The bottle is very nice. It has the silver grading, like it like from silver from top, it goes a little bit transparent at the base. I held the bottle. Check out my video on the Fragrance Expo. I have talked about this, I think, a little bit. So this one, I sprayed it on the sample just like the blue one. And this one has notes like fruity, citrus, fresh, floral, woody, and musky. So let me tell you how it smells and how it compares to Creed Silver Mountain Water. Okay. Dry down is very nice. Let's spray a little bit on the paper again. Okay, I go double shots. Okay, so these samples are very handy. As I told you, I like sprayable samples, not the dab samples, and 1.5 ml is a lot of juice, okay, for you to test. So when I smell it, this definitely will remind you of Silver Mountain Water. This is what it's cloning, but there are some differences between this and Silver Mountain Water. The performance on this, it's not bad at all, but I think Rasa Zianteba and Always Someday lasts longer. But the composition of this, the best thing is the opening. It has this nice sort of citrus fruits, So it doesn't really go to the metallic side of the tino or something like this challenging vibes from the beginning. It welcomes you with a little bit of summery, citrus blast, and you'll like the fruity opening of it a lot. Definitely, even though this is released for, I think, men, Silver Shade, but I think it could be unisex perfume, be just like Silver Mountain Water. Silver Mountain Water is a great summer perfume. I like the fruitiness in that, but it's a little bit more complex than this. This is more wearable version of Silver Mountain Water for me. You will get compliments from wearing this. Longevity, I would say 7.5 out of 10. Let's say 7, okay? So go a little bit trigger happy with it. Like maybe 6 sprays would do really good. Projection from this, I think the warmer weather will project more. If I go out in the sun, from my skin it radiates more, but cooler weather, perhaps it will last longer, but it will stay close in terms of projection. So where can you wear this? You can wear this every day, signature scent, wherever you wear Silver Mountain Water, you can wear this. But do I prefer this over the Enteba and Rasasi's Always Someday? I would say if you have those, you don't need this, okay? Or if you have these, you don't need the other ones. You just need the one that is similar, because on a dry down, they all smell like SMW, okay? And I would say this is a perfume worth checking out, okay? I really like, the smell is very, very pleasant. It's just so nice. It's sweet, it's fruity, and also got a little bit of Creed's fruity notes, you know, like those summer, you think of watermelon or maybe pineapple, it gives that vibe. It has lemon for sure, really, really nice lemon. I'm reminding of a little bit of Sidrat Boise for some reason. I don't know, I'll show you. If you know this one, the older Sidrat Boise or Sidrat Bois, this one has those citrusy, fruity elements. So I would say smell, scent profile, I'll give it a 9. Really nice bottle design, 9 for the bottle. Longevity and projection is 7. Versatility, very versatile, but not very serious, okay? Like Royal Oud, formal. This one, casual, okay? So overall rating for this is still very high mark. Given the price tag of it, I'll give it an 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10. I like this more than the blue. So check out, best way to try these on a shop where they have testers, or buy an official sample, or get a sample if they give you for free. I think once you finish the sample, you'll get the answer if you want to buy it or not. So I'm just letting you know my liking. If your taste is similar to mine, you can give them a try. Thank you so much, MMC Luxury Perfumes, for giving me these samples as gifts, and I will purchase more from this house, and I'll review for more of their fragrances. Have a nice day. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.